Very people come on to the StadioOlimpico Rossoblu coverage of Lazio against Genoa. For this, the opening fixture of match week 23 in Serie. As you can see, the StadioOlimpico is all but empty. On lots of reasons for that. But despite having 20 million pounds in season ticket holders, the bulk of those have decided to stay away in protest of the way the club is currently being run by President Biancocelesti. The Biancocelesti have sold 2,000 tickets for tonight, but there's currently a static protest going on at the Milvio Bridge, the Ponte Milvio, where lots of the ultras, and not just them besides, have turned up in kits, scarves, and banners. There are some of those. Some fans to stay away want to see Lazio play whenever they get the opportunity. And tonight's game against Genoa looks a tricky one. Genoa coached by former Roma club legend Daniele De Rossi. They've done very well since the turn of the year. And I thought you were so no Genoa this evening. All of those supporters club based in the capital said easy. They're all that said easy beat the Genoese dialects were through the Genoese. That's your proud club. But first up, I've been this great city, the eternal city, but have fallen on hard times recently. Some tricky fixtures coming up as well. Juventus away next weekend in the league. Then we go to Bologna, the cup holders in the quarterfinals of the Coppa Italia before Atalanta, the mixed visitors here. That comes in the league. Lazio, essentially in mid-table with no real prospects of necessarily slipping into the relegation battle war, but he forcing the way into the European conversation. That's why there is a lot of apathy towards this team, and especially given some of the departures this month. As for Jay, Agustin Mateo, it's a little business to be to a goalkeeper. They are slightly back. Team to catch them out. It's been a miserable start to 2026 for that, so from key players leading the club to delayed palm results and performances. The fans still quite simply had enough, and the bulk of them are essentially on strike tonight. All that makes for very favourable conditions for tonight's opponents, Genoa. The visitors are unbeaten since the turn of the year, and they're on a high after that stunning that victory over Bologna last time out. This is the ugly fixture of matchday 23 of Serie A. From adherently quiet Olimpico, that's your Genoa is on the way. Even Genoa fans have essentially been prevented from travelling the 40 or 50 to 90 FootballFans from a supporters club based in the capital. Lazio sadly sharing a time match with one side left Roman legend in San called Daniele De Rossi. The near said this is not a personal derby, Ben. It's a crucial game in Genoa's efforts to beat the job. Serie makes 6 changes to the Lazio 11 are true. Then they shared props guard deputizes 4-1 away. Romagnoli while Cataldi is banned from suspension. There's a whole new front 3 as well. So Kenny was injured earlier on today. Daniel Maldini makes his debut having signed for AvantiLazio. Dario Cataldi is the outback with the second unavailable for selection. He's on the team sheet, but we are told and will be sitting in the bench to provide Paul's support. Skipper. Young is very ready. This is a minute. Did come off late on against Born. Here with Genoa training 2-0. Comes the right move. Fame back to it. 3-2 against their fellow Rossoblu. Luca Zulfetli, who's becoming a more recognizable face, as the man in the middle. And we've got Giacomo Caplone in the VAR room. Two alterations for Genoa for man. Friedrich heard the Bologna. There was the guard return. Some suspensions already. Portoa Malinowski is rewarded for his stunning free kick goal. Hit that game. The place of Ekins or Colombo had been CDR very much the first choice strike for any. Did also hoping to make it 6 to begin 2026. We'll look at official attendance until half-time, but suffice to say, in his FootballNight, discuss the merits of that decision in due course. Home advantage, it may learn to Lazio this evening. Biancocelesti are the Olimpico to play Genoa, but the usual servant support is help here to cheer them on. That's how Genoa fancy themselves to cause an upset. There are lots of factors playing into this particular decision. That many members of the fan base are in the vicinity of the stadium, albeit they won't go any further than the Nido Bridge, the Ponte Nido, when they have nonetheless congregated, wearing top colours, holding scarves and flags and banners. Pedro. Dare I say it, this is an atmosphere akin to a team versus stadium battle and has to play a match behind closed doors, or even more eerily, it's a bit of a throwback to 2019 pandemic. So many matches we played dealing with most supporters or their heavily reduced capacity. Want to have sold some key players this month. Pasic finding Maldini. Pasic tried to get the return. Martin shepherds it behind until Denduzi moved on. Tanti Castiglione sold to West Ham United in the Premier League. And now Alessio Romagnoli as the latest player who's expected to lead to an Al Sadd in Qatar. As hot trade Norway, Romagnoli, that's why he's now on the team this evening. By Polestar Blaze. Romagnoli even this should have doctor's note to justify why he hasn't been with his teammates or banner this week. Haramati, but fighting Elliotson. Elliotsson's ball in, away by Mario Hida. Despite that, Lazio have that cricket themselves. So to the LazioVsGenoa. Justin Eckford, Cradle. It's playing between the sticks for the second match running. Goalkeeper. Fredrik Ellertsen. Away from Isaacson. AvantiLazio. Here is Beno. AvantiLazio. Sliding left team. Where he got the right of Vitinha. He's lost the ball now. Handball just as Vitinha was trying to race player out of left team. The player section. Well, have pulled his shoulder. Points him some sort of side. So sadly. From the only hears from incidentally. A post-match press conference. There's just 12 league matches running now, where Serie has conducted its briefing with the media ahead of the Serie fixture. Nataldi struck again. Some struck there at Marion Vina, who the last ditch chatted. Chelsea was 1v1. There's Toма Basic. And where reports will say that Aldini might be doing it on the star. I don't know, so it's proven. Oh, the Salt's night decision. Dedigrini and the top did their level best to try and make sure that sub-supporters would turn up tonight. They had a social media campaign with the tagline Biancocelesti, and suggestion seemed to be not to follow the crowd. It features Pitwood trekking to miles on end, choosing his own destiny. Lustiger, Colombo signing Norton Cathleen. His future might well lie elsewhere. Strong links with NSL for the English right. Genoa really had to work to keep up a big rank one in 2026. In fact, they chose 2-0 to Bologna. Inside the first half as well. All 5 goals to scored. Same end of the ground that I've seen. AvantiLazio sparked the comeback with a free kick. Ekubat got the equaliser 12 minutes to time and added added time. Studio Messias for the lovely turn against that. Bologna had pulled out to man, which is an extenuating circumstance. Mukashtalinski's hits off. 13, breaking the line to Vitinha. He signs Norton Kelsey. AvantiLazio. Clark kept that his ball forward. Pellegrini wanted to shepherd it behind. They decided to play. Headed to Petro's feet. That's it. Biancocelesti, Basic, Isaacson. And more with anticipations. What there can be with this 2 supporters. Isaacson. This is Kenneth Taylor. Taylor. Some things about Didi. Bashu Chitsu. Very visited. So wondering why there are so few supporters cheering on Genoa incidentally. That's because only around 36 hours before kickoff, the news came through officially that Genoa fans based in Liguria, which is the region of which the city of Genoa is the capital, weren't allowed to travel. We do have supporters up and down the peninsula to the Grisone. Peninsula have the Serie dell'Omat, Serie del Genoese dialect, so an aperture of the city, the Genovese, since He wanted the nicknames of Poker Shooters is spaced apart. It was sounded by Genoa heading to South America. Genoa do have close ties with Hensington, our Argentine club. Pastins. Genoa trying to lure the press. Although the LaVoventil Turin been instructed not to squeeze Genoa too high. So Pedro's going to have to either change tack or the dairy post would be Pustigot. Hanidovski. Now Isakson goes to press Pedro, who finds 15. Genoa Napoli bets. A very interesting game. That results, it's the turn of the year. Hope gets peace on this, but then a minutes away from heading. That would have been only a second defeat of the season, so that Serie. Actually, this Samaritan penalty through statues, no longer in the club. I finally put 3 past Candidi without reply. To break down Palmer at the Tapdini, then again. Several teams struggle with that. So that side goal thriller against Bologna. Aninowski offside. What? Serving. That's your decision. Yeah. Saw the assistant on the far side. Adriati Garetti there. Bastiard still be giving more game time now with Tomaglioni seemingly set to depart. And Mario. They're the only other fit centre-back alongside with him. Should currently have injured. Subwin Chico as well. Petro. Pellegrini. This is Taylor. Kalinowski should prevent the corner. It's Ken and Spemidini with the corner. Thustiga. He's trying to cross it to Maldini. Kalinowski's a lucky boy there. Biggest good role. Petro takes the corner, sure. Basic. Petro can go on away. This is balled in. Wish to go away. And Tau. Parasic. And Zixon got wrapped on the ankles by Martin. Zixon was amongst the scorers in the reverse fixture. Comfortable 3-0 win for Lazio back on matchday 5. That's when Patrick Vieira was still at the helm. On the North League, and he saw that Natty Dalton. That's El Canchidieri. Testigiano on the half out market. That's certainly not all else to be out about. Hot kept down me. Pull up ball. Stepping away from Cataldi. Pellegrini. Dom Cassi. Thorbo get. Taha away from Prost. It's Van Belletson. Van takes over. Haptin did it. There's Dom Cassi. And here's Colombo. That's a Fletcher to the here. Vidal dot down to his left. Piss up a couple of goals to Susan Morton Fredra. On this year as well against Panini with an 8 of the big deflection. Did what he needed to there. Played lead, hip a target. That's the pace, nor the power to take it past. He done from Adele. And that's in between sheets for him. Suddenly really that's his defensive record that's keeping them in the top half of the table. Mario Nida. Daniel Maldini. Kalfasic. When I was should support Vital Ultimate on the far side. Klavasic. Kalfasic on the other lap. Klavasic. D6. Petro. 3-6. That's a punch play near by the Biancocelesti. Benny Locatelli. How? Pellegrini. Giving away to Malinowski. Good. Plissiga. Off tap down lead. Far be done. Doesn't want to lose the ball there. Just hold the possession. Too much on me for Colombo. Hani Unida. Tajib headed down for Moscow. Was split to Saturday after the Dollar Straw matches. The Lazio, their most recent game, that some of those wanted to leave because they didn't want to World Cup ahead. The Saturday replied saying, I've had some of the players that I don't think there's enough ambition of the club. So those comments did go down well. Despite the mood is so negative here in contrast to the spirits of the Genoa camp, which Chelsea described as high. Said it would be distracted just on their target though, which is survival. Oh, Petro. To take that. Petro again. Heard it now. Genoa playing took enough of the ball. Basic. What's the problem with playing at Arsenal? Maldini keeps turning short, is back to goal. There's no one sitting the box. The lead players making runs into the penalty area. There is Maldini now between the lines. Oops, there was tripped by Ustiga. Lazio taking it quickly. Pellegrini, deep ball across. Isak said, well, come down, he's not dealt with it. Wolf Cassie, Cables hit last. So Lazio needed players attacking the penalty area. It was a vicious cross from Lita Pellegrini. Maldini, Petro, Tataldi, he can hit them. Felix Tain, you're optimistically asking for handball. However, listen, it's gone the way of Genoa instead. No, it's Petro dispossessed by Frencho Vasquez. Has stayed on his feet. Long by Payno. And it also finds Vitin here. And lets him also ball to in service. Adamati. Oh. So. He'll this them indeed. Lock up down the Chelsea. French up. Where's shy goals to Genoa, but not really going anywhere just yet. In possession. Finally lost his ball forward. Cuts out by the Taylor. And again, drinking up of another new face. Maldini. Petro. What's the change of pace for the venture? Petro's cross. You see the Beto. Has some more stability. Speak now of the Serie fixtures. MatchDay 23. Next up is Sabora, Shetila Arena. Meeting Suicide Suts in the second tier. This is Sassuolo. That 6 o'clock start comes from the Maradona. We have an email out of Europe that they've spotted Serie. I think it's Fiorentina, the keep the relegation so the night game is Pangan even Roda. So they're doing well in there as it stood. Stay up. Trainer Lecce to begin Sunday at 12:30. That's Will 6 points at. That's on to stay in the division. That's an absolute like a treat to the neutrals. 3 o'clock on Sunday. They need to go to Cremona. Meeting us two sides of Albany. And they have every different goals. Juventus are at the Tampini. It's played Parma in the house. Only came on Monday, which is in Udine. It's Lazio's arch rivals Roma. But also that Tuesday, Bologna, Amina. This does mean that Inter playing on Sunday. It feels like once again how Sontia Hours has extended their lead in the summer. Ball leading it. That's control. Tina. Here. Pasic. Isaacs are making the runs. Get towards him. T did well to resist the challenge against that Isaacs. Titinha turning away. Nice surge of pace. And a lovely ball for Conotto. They can take it on here. Soft scar with the ball. For Genoa with a couple of good passes. We're into a shooting position. Titinha deceptively great. Colombo. Couple of positive touches out of his stride. The third one just out. Holding a cross guard to make that challenge. Neither De Rossi said, this is a bit bizarre being here. Lives 5 minutes away from the stadium. That's his burp at base of the capital. Laptid with the corner. Lazio, so he can come and get it too. And I used to say they just out E6. Caught one there. The Lustigana was Scapit Abi and Xavi and E6 of Denmark. Lustiga via the World Cup, the Galway. Mario Vida has Pierce. He passed forward to Maldini. Fastest made sure it did reach Isupson. How to shoot. Funny how well into such a goes. Well, we have had lower tendencies before under the Laltito presidency, which has been ongoing since 2004. There was a game in 2014. Lazio fans protested against the direction in which the club was playing around 5 years earlier. 17th of December 2009, only 1,400 Ignis supporters turned out to the game against Nevsky Sofia. That was Davide Palladini who was in charge of the Biancocelesti, and they were already out the view by that stage. And then curiously, on the exact same day, the 17th of December 2021, so 12 years after that, only 6,800 fans turned up for a game against Genoa. It's finished Lazio 3, Genoa 1. Another day's only head coach on that occasion was Andriy Shevchenko. So some superstitious Laziani might be hoping that that's a positive omen. They might get a victory tonight. Who knows? Maybe even a 3-1 scoreline against Genoa. It's far-fetched for the moment. There's still a long way to go. Half deep. Oh, he's 18, yeah. Should still have pulled away from here. Near De Rossi, parking holders to his technical area. Daisul. The shot. The sword is he preserved. Aldini's giving it away to Ustigar. The lot they'll beat to by Qatar there. The long passage. Vasquez. Nosti did plenty of the playmaking duties in midfield. He'd been so used to seeing it as either one of the two players behind a sole striker Bergman when he was at AvantiLazio, or even as a mid-sal at a 5, one of the two number 8 side to side of the Regista. But that's that's our role this evening. Let's have a great range of passing, the Ukrainian. Petro. Alan saying it took the ball. Has had so many yellow cards this season. Did get the ball, but it's the trailing leg. Listen, catches Petro. He immediately asked for a yellow card. Oh. Very nasty with 7 cautions in 20 league appearances before tonight. I could have easily been number 8. Postard, Taylor, Ariolina under pressure from Vitinha. There it is, he stole the ball. So thick over those first 5 to 10 yards, Vitinha. Pellegrini showing some great acceleration here. Hand-signing Maldini, it's behind Petro. And Genoa the counter, Anderson. Vitinha. Siding away from Petro. Colombo in support. Vitinha. There's a shot, which is easily blocked. Marionita. They're becoming stretched here. Friendship. To the ball, Sandy. Norton Kelsey. This ball in. Colombo was waiting. Took reach it. Alon Cathy. Marinovsky. Now Vasquez. Left team. Straight to Katalbi. Atsu's turn to break now. Katalbi couldn't find Isaacson. Maftin. Sidro. Norton Cathy taking on Pellegrini once again. Black Cathy, Hakadani. Vitinha rose well. Adiohida away. Vitinha on the swivel. Henderson waits for the corner. Dispel this for Genoa. He is here at Lazio Romagnani. As you can see, it is Cities. One of played his last game for Lazio. Boys outside at the top. Leicester is again. Now, Paul still being late. Malbiati. The time to be saving €9 million of his wages. So they'll make €9 million in terms of capital gains profit. Have team with the corner. Well attacked. Tight Oscar. Instant to goal kick. Oh, might have a case here. Vasquez, so Mexico international. Clearly came off Matosic last. Petra. I think that was meant to say the South Niner. The Dutchman, El Maldini. Kendra Taylor and Justin Mengelo, international teammates, both involved with the Netherlands setup. But they are not regulars by any means. Not just Genoa side of goalkeeper with Cepeda. It's been done at the one at the expense of Leali, but that's to assault Christos Mandas of the place soon with very exciting young Italian prospect between the sticks. Fido Abdelbalta, I think it's at 21 this month. Gizia. Signals Arionida. Oh, that sort of beats there. To place the Iberian Peninsula. The Spain, the Stuffles of Portugal. Oh. Was that necessary from here? Oh. Oh. Sold by Luca Pellegrini. Maldini beat to by Rostiga. Taps out the Pellegrini. Anxious to see, but there are options ahead of the ball. There were. Oh, I need rid ones in any case. This match following a similar pattern to Storner's straw at Lecce last weekend. I argued in that the Biancocelesti, if they're not able to break down their opponents, then felt pretty adept to making sure they come away with something. Lost to the Calcio and therefore high extension of point. Money not Steve. Centre. Distiga. Palidovsky. Strange history to this match. Lazio's won each of the last 5 league meetings. There was a time when Genoa went on an extraordinary run of consecutive victories. Can be Preziosi days of his presidency. Malinowski picking up the loose ball. Taylor did well. This is Basic. Who have been which to maneuver for head. Pedro wide. Basic. Pedro. They stamped it up to keep it in play. Welcome Dudley does so. Ball hasn't crossed the byline. And Irons. First touch of Pedro's. The lost and you see that. Welcome Dudley. Using out to Pellegrini. Cuts out the Pellegrini. Howard's Pedro. Call it. Well, that was 8 straight Genoa victories over Lazio, home and away. Between September 2011 and February of 2016. That's seasons. They did a double open up. So it's like a long time we're doing now. Tipping it in. Baylor came to get it. Sonobo, and urging from the traffic, holding off Izuksu. Genoa making all the right decisions in possession. Certainly, it's no coincidence they conceded 2 goals without this man in the side. Was to go on suspended against Bologna. Sebastiano Toa came into the side. Lazio scored the goal, just on his second. Oh. Pusiga, time and space for Fredger. AvantiLazio. Early cross from here. Colombo's there. Vitinha was waiting. Albini just start first. Again, Genoa covering well. Lazio haven't had enough bodies forward to really hurt their opponents. Thornton Cassie. This is a cross start. Needs to try and get it behind the opposition. It's so much easier to play when you can see everything that's coming out. It's post out good there. Oh, that's the keep work. Fredger. Clearly they've recruited Edo because they want someone who's very good with his feet. It's not necessarily the quality that jumps out as we call it out, his skill set. Mark Abdanli spent so much more football up there than else than he ever did up the Patrick Vieira. So true. Puntano they tell only knows the chive in here. I won't Cathy. A waste of Pellegrini. Back to Malinowski. This ball, Zorbitica could say it proper down. Made himself big to keep out the diving Adam. Alicic has lost the ball inside. Money back. Exud descending from the Montenegro. But Providel anticipated the danger there. Was clipped off his side to Maradian against Vitinha, who yupped on side. He did all he could. Getting the target. That would have been a throwback to see someone score the diving header. Petro's turned into trap on Vitinha. Not turned up by Petro. It's a Genoa free kick. Would have been a corner in any case. Vitinha protected the ball and Petro going through his standing leg to get there. For Fidel, is showed by a new member of his rather League Cup, scored in the Champions League. And in this week, true bit of Benfica. Scored the Eagles' fourth. Gibbs trail the church to set him during the Champions League playoffs at Marseille's expense. Curious, isn't it? Lazio have an Eagle side before weekend, so to the Benfica. Well, a couple of rotation, if that's the Daniel Glorian, the Mafti, back from Lavinovsky. Clearly sported back-to-back games and free kicks. So this one was miscued. Colombo. And away by Izuksu. Maldini is not too much involvement in this first half. Difficult enough for a new club, especially one that's struggling. Tumsa leaned off the pitch until he called the Mitches as Taylor. This is Malinowski's missed shot and Stremos the back or perhaps the shoulder as Daniel Albini. Sets out the climbing picture. That was Sustiga. That was improvised. These instances after this. Pedro quickly off his line. And very Palcio, Lazio, Ladosic. Should want to locate the ball. Well, that's Biancocelesti senior players. He's showing why this evening. That's excellent. Hold up. Defensive awareness. Postjar. That's by Pellegrini. Pedro. Towards Pellegrini. What a ball that is. Ustigar on the cover. It is a corner. Side to Eddie. This time it's a little Richard. Lovely time to one to Pellegrini. Perfect. Waits on the pass and Pedro pops up. Ustigar's defensive intervention. It might have been the open goal. Oh. Pedro is called out. 2-5 for Isaac to Colombo gets it clear. Taylor. Pedro. Maldini, Santo Lee, Malinowski. Taylor. Peter. That's Aldi. Tough time inside there. Santo Prapos. It's been a great long shot as well. Danilo Aldi. Aldini. Studying it up. Panoshe. Read too well. Nice near post wrap to Matashich. Doesn't get many goals. Just still able to work the keeper here. Did we play from Maldini? Matashich knew when it cross was headed. And he headed it over the top. Taylor would have dealt with that. Could have been under the crossbar. I mean, this is Kennedy tonight. That injury sustained on MatchDay. So important, the skipper, not just in terms of leadership, but above all, in terms of this creative spark in his side. Half-team. Postiga, the pressures of Pedro. Lavkan badly helping out. Adinovsky. Beating the press well here, Chandler. Out of left team. Hamilton. I didn't know. Malinowski. Thoughts, he's put it wrong. Sarri did say we respect the fans' decision, but it's depressing to play in it to StadioOlimpico. Hard to know. Just sideways this situation as a head coach. Still a yellow card this evening, found tweeted Tuesday night, but it means a bit of caution for Stidor. Fit Petrelli, Major Maldini. So here the referee had it there with the fire jab. I am Zakali. So bench has experienced it all being not available for selection. Movie. Aldini rather cool now. Bashib. Taylor. Pedro. Home to Hubby by thread to him. Pedro again. This body language ceremony is frustrated at the lack of options ahead of the ball. Petro on the run. Haldini, the atmosphere is tight. Spain learned to push you behind. Petro from Lazio. Petro making something happen. She's doing well, Maldini. There's a cross, which Chuck about the beating. Tyler to be to his own man. Settle Bartik once more, so the guy thought it. The Tandy might want to hold the edge of the blocks of the volley. So maybe someone in the 6-yard box. Pellegrini's corner. Isaacson. Pellegrini delivers. This is Pasic. Brilliant tie. Blocks by Lord Kelsey. Ellenson. Samario Hida. Catalvin. Hit by Penley. 3 in. Tabdabdi gets a clear. He's selects advantage to touch. Checking whether it might be an offside position. No. No, maybe to no. That's Aldi. Deleganidi. Him this no. Oh, Aldini now. Cena. Hendrik Heavy's cut back. Davey stretched. So triple A Genoa off the side. So that's okay. Two accusatory lips in the direction of Luigi Rossi. That Rossi also felt that should have been offside. Mario Hida dispelled his ForzaLazio at the end of the first half. Isaacson had the chance to play in Basic. Hida. Basic. Hida under pressure from Colombo. Salvi, don't let us back in. There's another one. Petro. Luca Pellegrini. Haldini. Taylor was completely dot there. And he lost gear to touch. Wants to feel they can open the score rate just before the whole time interval here to move into and be tied. Pasha, just in 60 seconds to that. Pellegrini, Petro. Cuts out the Parasic. Oh, but these are Petro brings it under control. Petro taking it on. One was always Isaac. That sums up against Thor. That's opportunity of the night. Selway Ditini with that diving header. Providel late to save. You know, that's not a great deal to do. The slats out the steer and has thus far produced a very flat performance. So Lazio are able to tap into their HUD support. Some inspiration in the stats has triggered a lack of creativity on the pitch. Stetro's trying his best. Genoa had the better. Few opportunities there. They had to break that. Lazio Genoa nil. Home. That is then. So. Oh. Senti from Canona. But Sunday, Patanda, Pantan, Sitaran, Renovani, San Mother. How about that? They not that. 10. Listen. Hit up. But time for noise about now. Yeah, the boy I like to be helped up some material too. The real cities. But find out for us that. Oh. Wow. Love you. Open the on the base of the diamond. Saya pernah lihat overture. Pakai itu tuh. Ada more to by Yerwood Hort. Now what more turn? Well, frailty. Well, well, stop the piece. It's fun. And they do like a lot. They may go in the line says why not? That kind of sit. It can this one rain and sipping, but the crowd is heading when your live is doing. They're coming to evening. Genoa coming. It's the kickoff again. Sit the computer needs to have joy. Genoa and you know live sit down. Sit me. Handing got any element done, little one, is all gone. How about that? I said by home, Santa, but they said, Lucy, decide, put a little thing out of the other. I bet. Bashing one, I don't know how to be sure. My little, I think that's something lower tie. Just the way my side of the West when the cement won't give no matter. Or no. This is the map about no. A family not that and I for running goals could happen. That hey, let's but hit them for life. I'm not going to get she's support. I'm like you. I like you, but care. But in ItalianFootball people inside history now. So I'm thinking that's why I done my thought that. Then if it's a done, but that some points projected his what about? Not it would be. Then I'm unless I'm the half life when would you play it in Ruby that. Oh, this is that one too. That game will do that is that I didn't want to do. There's nothing going on. That do I take out that hit the game. That is that you stuff like that is finished. Radio had the end of the week bang it. Oh, they got that little dab. Radio to be getting you put at. My God, what do you mean? Some ways, screw it to this bad. Oh, hold up. Oh, look. No matter how fast you going up on some past. It's tragic, but now it's finished. Ow. Okay, hold on. Or just. Oh, she was time will truth. What just happened? The by day, I've had different what kind of already. That blew on in young, I kind of found it. My tongue down. I don't know if that I don't know, but it's starting like that. I'm not that underneath. Not that. that's in follow. If it's anything, we'll then to finish. Yes, so then. It's the morning. Big shady for Kelting. Fun. There's the give it. No, top. Messias. Joystick. Deal with this turban hands. And the top. It stepped out the line. Lazio. Don't. Oh, other telephone. Oh, so happy. Let's go, guys. AvantiLazio. Immobile. Di baciare il power di ricevere make up on. What's up? Han men giù di mot per pinjogem, pinjon da gara da job door. Ito na magar haon da economic at the pim putta. Anfall igen war das still da. Was der alle Pataran sama hadere that this blue with all the other snitch napas on the law. It happened to not went up. I was a long real of it. Yeah. Stay give it. That's I've had it from what got on at that pool on it. Young, I kind of was that did that and done this that I'm no but early sunlight like that. I'm on that only. That. Let's see. I'll be there. Get up there. Let me go. They hỏi là thôi điên phải rêu lên thích phải là thế như vậy rồi này mình nó tí rồi vậy mày không phải Christ well I no very that if you know still help it all more and I yeah sit hook out if I hit it but that ball I'm telling you. No, I don't like on. Oh, play ball. Oh, what? Oh. A game with very few chances so far. The StadioOlimpico, which itself is almost empty. Lazio fans voting with their feet to get it at Ossi back on. Serie will be in charge of Genoa. As you can see, up big 6th return of the new year. 2 wins and 3 draws. The victory is coming. LazioMatch It's 3-0 against Calcio, most recently 3-2 from behind against Bologna. And so the back of Bertoldo's draw might be 2 straight stalemates, so this we're careful. How I decide to take a risk and risk it. So. Goals all proving an initiating fall on that, so they couldn't find the net. I get Switcher. A score and a 3-0 defeat here against Kobo. A winning goal. It's Verona. Here's Isak set to Maldini. Also said the winning goal. Looks Verona was an own goal. So Hatsu player has held it in. And India played last 3 matches. School up 3.5 games now. Pasic didn't latch on to the throw. I asked him $3 they scored in 2026. What was a goal? We've mentioned another was a penalty for Petra and Cataldi. The only ones to open play. Gamoy tread to Sarri. Pumped up that lead. Off by Postcards. Taylor couldn't keep it in play. Perchecked his tie decided to maybe at the start of this second half. Young by Beto. So almost on the second, and it's Colombo again. Ashley cut play by Genoa in here. Beats India. Just hated a defensive final ball. I think with the approach play, said that many times this evening already. Did get the sense that Genoa arguably have poor gate changes that Lazio, which is saying something. Not Messias, he did get a call. Plus the bench against Bologna. Tainers after this, Susti got on their Thursday. I could saw that's how it did see. Plus Katie Bekoban, another player on the score sheet. Against Bologna. See where Zaccagni can play any part. Feels unlikely. And also is there if the Sarri is a possible option. Petom Nato. I was going to drink tension yet. He did score there. The switch down. It's a real thorn in Genoa's side. Taylor. And Dini took it away from Petro. Pellegrini. Aldini. Isaksen. So back inside. Isaksen. Denied by Pela. It's better though. And so getting the ball to one of their quality players. Does have enough. He left Gustav Isaksen. Hunter Dandy. Nolan custody. Crowded out. Dispossessed. Cuts out the Signing Basic. This is Marasic. Stadio leader. Not their player moving on in the summer. Really need him for next. So I'll type up so. Pellegrini. Calteva. Postard had to be on his toes there. Colombo tossing him down. Hit his ball forward. Taylor couldn't reach it. This is Petro. Vini making that run with saw earlier on. Faldini instead. Taylor. Still Taylor. The deception took him over. I suppose Sean Actually, what the sort of result starts to again nest. Way of Juventus, implementing will have revenge on their minds. Those fixture with that solitary goal to Tomo Pasic, who deflected effort, cost people 2-0 his job. Then full of fun at the cup, and it's the oldest Bologna of themselves is struggling for lead sore. This all outside to come here. Petro's corner, back for Cataldi. The goalkeeper should play this. Bustigar heard the shout. Montebelli. Lawton Cuffy. Planinowski, lots of space. Adam Martinez, a nice switch. Martin. Colombo. Let it take it off his head. Back in by Norman Cuffy. Ditinho rising. Alites, you would have liked. Isaac Serval. Rather you can. Isaac dispossessed by Frederick. Danish double there. Isaacson up against Frederick. That's out the. Sadicic. Fatality. Sadicic. Luxor said some Naldini. Stubbs perhaps the cut out there. Oh, that's still losing a little bit of impetus there. Toma Basic. Now Naldini. That's it third. The sound Isaacson. Isaacson. The Atlas against it. Well, sad ball. Good guy to Shane. Also general play. Back off Isaacson and now. For the corner has been awarded by the assistant. To the other case here. Oh, they did pass a upstretch right hand of Adam Martin. Just the foul here. Once Uzdigar blocked it. So the penalty for the elbow. Other that's considered ball offence inside the penalty area remains to be seen. The foul was outstretched. Okay, his body bigger. They calls it possibly up that for a position. It's so hard to ascertain these days. So he comes down to the individual sense and feel of the VAR, which is Giacomo Cappellone this evening. Pussy up against the block, and then a ricochet, so a whole fan of Martin's out there sharp, but he's more than half a yard away. Genoa certainly don't get any advantage about how sure that's necessarily enshrined in the laws of the game. But at times it's becoming a little bit farcical, dare I say it. Some of these penalties that are being awarded. What's really a decision you'd like to see given? Certainly you wouldn't, don't you let it all seem? And yet the referee has been summoned for a second though. Miguel Fede approaches the pitch side monitor. So now on Seal Purdue. There we'll start with the freeze frame, which is where the contact is. It does make contact with his outstretched arm. Even though Javu Karopi has instructed his match officials to watch everything back in real time. That's slow-mo. This is real time. Sort of, they should be starting with that, if you ask me. These center is pretty appealed very swiftly and vehemently. So down this contact. By the interpretation of the law, the arm is outstretched in an unnatural position. So all the conditions are met for the penalty to be awarded. Whether it means it should be given is a whole separate conversation. without a ear. Subnum could sort of be himself. I'd say we did it is your name. The lower out the way. The Genoa. The guy is by Lordy. It up not the average of horse. The same as Cigardi. How to be Lordy. Penalty to Lazio. Having left team handling the play. And what was considered punishable way. Searchable. The Aussie, all of you that sells Scenario and either would have much sympathy to him. Institutional Vasquez too, but just in Beto has a chance. Yeah, as a weapon, I'm very hot. You know, I'm out in the corner. I'm doing that general suddenly shake that a pet. What do you think? Right, didn't even that for the entire rim. So Vasquez, he said the ball ricocheted off Lustiga up onto Adam Aftinami. So he has a case, but I don't think that's still the case in the voice of the game. By the way, Pedro, still a penalty here against Shiratina. Can he give Lazio the lead? Pedro steps up. I will have so down on it. The Spaniard store said that safe Silentini, Puvador. Lazio third base might be this safe. And for the opportunity, have their noses in front. It's a penalty out of nothing. And Pedro celebrates with his teammates, first and foremost. Pedro had a ripe old age of 38 and a half. It's his second goal in decision, both of them from the penalty spot, both of them here. Lazio haven't done a lot to make this breakthrough, but they have broken turning. And now Genoa will try and really harness that burning feeling of injustice, no doubt, that they're experiencing, to seek out an equaliser. Lazio have got back amongst the goals. That's an open play, admittedly, not that it really matters at this stage, especially their ability to enforce shutouts. Kenneth Taylor's hurt his knee inside. Also, Adam Rastin having given away the penalty will be rather unwittingly. Now there's the chance to be a lot more deliberate in his actions here. And perhaps the higher ball, so which Genoa can equalise. But you have team with the ball in. The honey foul. That was a wise decision. Tovinel able to claim it. Now it's Genoa's turn to appeal to a penalty. Lustiga thinking he was impeded. Vasquez might have been sent tumbling too. That denies him up. What would that at all? Maybe passage, perhaps. Just clutching into Lustiga, but did look a lot wrong with the challenge. Pedro. Sancho intercepts. That's Tony the foul here. That's Fussigar. Colombo told the outside. This very quickly shut down by Danilo Cataldi. Pedro. Norman Tussin. Malinowski again out of my team running away to B6 who's been unwilling to track him. Shall I pass him off to a colleague? Planning on leader first two, and then it's shot it with the ball as well. An hour's now gone in the capital. Under it. That's an Pedro penalty. Team though that's to go after. D6's shot was blocked by Ostigar, then ricocheted up, looked to the outstretched arm of Martin. When it went up in again, Pedro to release it again, it does so. He's it once it in the middle. And Bennett Haley got the costume. Oh, it wasn't a difficult pass either. And he knows Steve. Match team. Alessiga. The one was after this. Post did well, stood his body between his opponent and the ball, and allowed Polidel to do the rest. Genoa and putting next, never chipped to promoter before the host Torino, back into Serie. So stop it watching. Perhaps the end of Serie, we shall see. Missed by Annet's service is Isaac. It's the first goal for him, City's made. And Lazio have doubled their lead in no time at all. Kenny Taylor of riding leg just steering home. Round the man recruited, the big buddy from Ajax starts to deliver on that lifty transfer fee. That's a mistake from Adam Hafting once again. Let's do this. Isaac and get back on side. Rip one for Providel, missed by 19. And Isaac, rather than go for goal himself, just waited for Taylor to arrive and then swept it out quite beautifully. Already had a plan in mind. They thought it will reach him, knew where he wanted to stroke it, and just placed it into the corner. And Genoa, having considered the ugly goal, has now gone to pieces. It's a good look at the referee's view of it. A quality finish. St. Kenny Taylor. And his fourth appearance for the club, 4 straight starts since joining from Ajax. That's why he's been playing in the Champions League this season. That's why he represents the Netherlands. And Genoa didn't have no arguments whatsoever about this particular goal. Zitinha. Mario Wiedersowski, Adam Martin. Well blocked, Spadinovski. Had not Nikafe, plenty of shots raiding in there, and Genoa complaints from both sides now. Look at his on asking for Hall. Had the opposite opportunities there to work further down in the end. That's your bodies flying around the place well. Harion did see them lean in towards that. He's seeing his ball. The ball was down by his side. Shows got the yellow card for December. That's Malinowski. That will be nothing new. Let's not have a look at this. Marionita leans towards who? Well, that's a penalty. That has to be a penalty. I understand the arm is down by his side, but he moves towards the ball to stop him. And as the previous one was a penalty against Adam Martin, then this is stone wall, nailed on. Every day of the week, whichever t-shirt you want. The shot is doled out. Marionita strikes it with his arm. And as expected, has been sent to for the second occasion. Right here. Now goes the arm. Shot is onside. Surely that only requires a couple of looks. Fatably obvious. There. The left arm comes out. It's an instinctive gesture towards the ball, West making his body bigger and keeping the shot out. Look at Ulfini this time. Wasting no time. Sure, you are now observed by the now speaking. The Genoa have a penalty. Oh. Sì, un'indicazione. In modo bring that quattro live on and I'm Rob isn't it in a didn't one or put up one it's a facility on at Sabres before the other end of the crowds. Needs a two-finity readings of a strange script. And the leader's up was in a sexual position. Malinowski has won the penalty. So Jesters and Lazio thought they'd taken a big step towards Matson with points. That could well be a big stumbling block here. Similar sample size to Petra, albeit one miss. Petra had the stumble. Malinowski won the penalty, and Malinowski draws the penalty. Cloverdale had to it. Vitinha stopped out. Then a deep path to Cloverdale has turned the ball in him. But it does mean, the Genoa have half the deficit. Things like that. Lazio's lead is now a fragile one. Cloverdale, yellow carded to turn the ball to Vitinha, who was told to stop piling around by some of his opponents, to understand Providel's frustration, to understand Vitinha's urgency to retrieve the ball. Sapao stood past Providel at the end. And Malinowski tried again. After scoring a free kick against Bologna, he now scores a penalty kick. Lazio was a little bit mischievous from Providel there. Well, Messias was the one who got the winner. And Leicester again. Genoa were 2-0 down on match day 22. They won 3-2. They were 2-0 down tonight on round 23. Adam Martin jumps on to the first goal, culpable for the second. And what are some memories of the 30th of January 2026. So attacking change, Shamdinia. Genoa was simply very acclimatized anyway to the capital. Down here, Science Day smelled at the training at the Todi facility, Cody's the Italian Olympic Committee in Apuaci also. It's because the pitches of their training grounds, the Signoria Big Grenade, they'll also they have the option to either rename them ahead of their trip to Parma, just 2 games ago, or ahead of this visit to Rome. And so this is a better logistical fit, because a lead up to the Parma game would have made Peter Slenny a training ground near Brescia, or perhaps even going as far as Covered Channel. He does his cross straight to Providel, Covered Channel, the outskirts of Zealand, particularly close to Parma. So Rakwach does his work well. Providel under pressure from Messias. Well, Marasic blocked in by Vitinha. Some push on his, it's a pilot, some. Pedro, miscued. Oh, hurt by Ustiga and Nidolski for Messias. Vitinha. Marasic goes to meet him. Vitinha siding across. Colombo missed it, and Messias didn't gamble on the ball reaching it. Gorgeous delivery to Bitiglia this out of nowhere. The Longmore just seemed to completely miscue. Well, at half time, you would never have guessed that ice game would come tonight, and yet here we are. Fatality now. Wait to hurry by his opposite number, Morgan's Ranger. Isaksu. Took the side Maldini. Ostigar, that's the strange. Hotel's poor. Advantage, Isaksu. And on it goes to Maldini. Isaksu now. Daniel Maldini. Isaksu. Yuka Pellegrini. Doctor, what the mine. Oh, he didn't hit it first time there. Shuts up. So him on his left foot. Then just give it a big old swipe. Still he took it touch to the chance of begging. Taylor. Rapko's on the way, incidentally. And with it, Temshedieri. Sold by Providel. Markham Dudley went to win it. Luca Pellegrini. Nice layoff by Naldini, but Petro. Naldini Otsupa. Petro. Jonathan. Santoma Pasic. Not far away. Met it very cleanly. Pasic looked to the top corners, called the stanchion behind the goal. But was Serie what it should be. Close to go. First speed books, understandably so. So, considerably sadly, something just back from suspension incidentally. Petra was 4 of the first. Might say for capture the area. In our lead as well is coming off. Then. Confirmation, Alpides steady comes to an end after 72 minutes. Ratcon, along with the tension, Yeni. Alpides scored with Spezia debut, Southern on his sole debut for Atalanta, his first start for the club. As Lazio Powell scored the same way as his first games for Empoli and Monza, not on the score sheet. Postiga. I can't have down the Messias is what he back. Lovely seats of the Brazilian Junior Messias. So Sal by Luca Pellegrini. And the yellow card as well, which means he won't play against his former club Juventus, who's a quick away from suspension. And that's a plan for Lazio. He's saying with shoulder to shoulder, which is admittedly an equal way to win the ball, but the ball had gone. He ended up shoving the Steers to the back. Malinosti's free kick. The design by an Lazio player. To at least be good at some Marinosti and that top up there. One side covered down. And it comes from Marinosti. It's caught the frame of the goal. But away by Ditinia. Marinosti immediately sports straight to the corner. Ditinia Piperani miss. And 2 weeks running. Genoa just don't know their beat. Cyril Town and Hunter, but yeah, they came back to win 3-2. Trailing by 2 at Lazio. It's now 2 each with a quarter of an hour still to play. Providel, but Russo part not, these attempts to score from the corner. And the senior just guided it on target. Another kid to his eye when he captures Providel's eye now, Vitinha. It's his third goal of the season. On his first inside in the net against it, so what a kind of football this has become. Marty Nostri causing the problems. Genoa scoring twice in the space of 8 minutes. Not quite sure they'll hold up in here. That's how we're going to restyle the drop ball. Much to the dissuade and studying up that out leader. And so somehow spurred the 2-goal lead here. It's the same score on which they drew against Fiorentina, but Genoa have all the impetus now. And have already done it in recent memory as well. Henderson didn't console. Marty knows the unhappy. Providel's clearance. On Zratko. Morten Tulsi too strong for Camcielieri, who sailed in. Nostri's already caused problems. It's his shot, but put to the handball from Marionida. Even scored the penalty. His corner. Bought the frame of the goal, and the senior finished on the rebound. What can this set piece produce? Malinowski's ball in. Easy to Providel on this occasion. Basic, that's just up at E. These actions rapid, and let's equally sauced. And this is the issue. I'm not sure that sort of allowed Genoa to do that. Deadbeat of turns at home crowd behind them this evening, we'll never know. But it does make you wonder. Genoa were able to tap into their fan base. Aris to come back against Bologna. Post job, Pellegrini. Sounds already on strike. There's a need to me. Match of the reaction is that's to throw away a 2-goal lead here to lose 3-2 against Genoa. How can that be? Attention here, you're going to shut him down. What do Lazio do for the next 12 minutes? So they take their medicine and try and take a point to make camp on looking to a winner, and maybe check caught out by Genoa. Plato, or it won this side. It's a lob ball, bringing in Vitinha. Oh, Anderson, so he can keep it in play. He could. Also a difficult ball for Vitinha. Asked a lot of the ice under there. . Maxwell corner, but Sepkenet Echobat. Of course, one of the players jumping off, Vitinha the other, so St. Jim's strike force. From Daniele De Rossi, fresh legs in the suit of a winning goal. Vitinha up some happy. Del did what he had to keep that up, and he did nothing. Vitinha's follow-up after. But Eichelbad came on and scored against Bologna. Corbe was introduced for Vasquez on that occasion. It was the first minute, so the captain had missed in Serie A this season. Did the trick mates on against Bologna, but here's Isaacson again. So with Emmett, very much started to stride the path. So it's on to do the tomato shoe was reported to be very close to me. It's a fashion tennis suits white mouth fallen three. Once his sayo did it, but Shearer was busy man. I mean, Ted Nigeria, part of the side that finished third in the Africa Cup of Nations. Hunker badly. And Sia's going down too easily. Hario Dino. He's exit. What it was a matter shades. Eichelbad's won it back. Did well to Eichelbad. He can slide across, he can. That's how he did well. So to Dele Bashiru. Things said. He didn't take good care of possession. So he'll be on his case now, I'm sure. Hops of cabinets, the player of the match, HighlightsOski would be high up on my list. Forbadell wants to try and pitch this. Ellison's long throw. Busti got beat in the air. Maptam Tati's a Corbani. He sits up invitingly. Nubis Alaris. Sunshine Daddy's playing. Ashik. Dispossessed fairly by Sancho. Bomb tells you now. He started up. He can. Marosic away. Saskez. So Malinovsky. Askers could have shot. It's not that Malinovsky was a better bet, but then he had Rusha to his way. The referee from his path as well. But Ustiga lofted that straight into touch. He could have crashed if there's anything to the end. Genoa stood in the ascendancy, 6 equalizer. Pustigar. No by Peter. Torde. I'm sharing on all sorts here. Pustiga. Fredger. Malinovsky. There's that naughty driven ball again for Elitson. Malinovsky. Isaac's off the hip. Corner. It's towards Eichelbad. Didn't reach it. Malinowski was off balance. Did quite beat it on the half, falling up to stretch for it. So I had missed in the end. I really got set. Aniohita's ball out. Dede Bashiri cuts out the. Dede Bashiri was idea to get abilities extend, but instead it's Maxwell Cornet at the Genoa. Fast gains. Marco continues to work hard, the player who is assigned to shine on it. Still the void left by Castigliano. Still lots of it. Please don't know for an ultimate change. But not yet. Julian Messias try to get cross guard. Messias tried to place in. This is Fredra picking up the pieces. Not a great shift for Malinowski when he's healthy. The smaller June was best, if not the most important player. Fabrizio Mazzini places the Ukrainian. A goal and an assist to him. This house a bit of seed. Those Sanaway Sisi. Tijani Nosvib as the latest Lazio name introduced in place of Isakson on the penalty. Nosvid's sounds Nuno Tavares. This is where he's very good at driving forward. Tavares messed by Racco. Cancellieri, Genoa now have numbers behind the ball. Matosic, some deep. Marco, curved by Elliotson. That's how he gets there out of corner. Free kick. That's how I'm happy. Just wanting Cancellieri to nudge it to it. Players well on the same wavelength. Cataldi, too high for Ratko. Mazzini, straight to Basic. The reflection took all the pace off it. Close to Subanes number 90 to play. It's a nice switch, but Cancellieri's there. It's given to Ekuban. The trip the gun there was all avoidable, but Cancellieri controlled the ball as he should have done. Genoa pressing slowly in pursuit of them with their leading Joel at this stage, you would think. Then comes a free kick. And he cleared by Matosic. Junior Messias, positive first touch. Messias, no sound by Cancellieri. The referee had to listen to his lips and then changed his mind. Now he's stopped play instead of Messias to get treatment, but it wasn't that head injury, so curious passage of officiating there from Luca Zuffani that also convinced us it was a foul, and it was. He tripped it. Lazio keeping his cool. It restart with a drop ball because the referee halted play so that Macias could get some true to this acquired. It's needed in the end. Uber Tavares. Now Nosny needs to be careful. Tavares. Emphatic acceleration again. On to Nosny. There's this 7 and 8 minutes to come. We did have 2 on-field reviews, admittedly. Terry Bashiru. Nosny. Lavashit. Polskat up the pressure. Macias made him hurrying. Answered all the way back. On by Providale. Danny Bashir immediately got this. Telossi said that Genoa would be distracted from one sort of target this season, which is survival, and he said he's still likely as well. He'll be a lot closer, I can assure you. They could really get here this season. They're top of the 26 points. That's the standard, have 24 and 23 matches. So Traki, the old 40 points. Match these days are pretty much a guarantee of keeping your place in the top division. Vader looking to Kathy. Did Providel does direct. Tension here, the ball tell the on the touchline. Norm Cathy still got lots of energy. Norton Tassi up. Shifley behind quite Tavares. Tere Bashiru. Cataldi. Vasic. Noslid. People to Arias, Gustavo Pylon, tough there. Yellow card, Sonny English defender. So took the free kick too quickly. Cataldi's unhappy. It's kind of a bit of stick tonight. Look, it's all fiddly. Nelson went down to Azade. Fredshire. Siding Messias. To get past Profsgard. Excellent defending to me. Now Teddy Basiron. Space to put into. Temshid yet he can run ahead. Let's it. Teddy Bashir. Oh, there. So they head off to. Still the Nigerian. Akuban stole the ball. There's just one it back though. Temshid yet. I'm saying, well, tie, Beno, defending the outside of his boot. See what he was trying. That's to feel they can get a winning goal. Saw Genoa are of a similar opinion. Noslin making things happen. Noslin. Anderson going the way of the pole. Dennett Bashirun. Adi Ratzo in the middle of Tamshin Yeti's cross. What? Oh, well done, Paino. Then here comes Lazio again. Spelled is. Lula to that est. Still Snoslin. Tataldi brings you down. Hafkan Dudley back to his feet. Lula to that est. Drop in the shoulder. In comes the ball. Hafkan Dudley away. Cataldi. Was stretching. Was leading back. Has no controls in that position. This was Ratko very nearly getting to the ball before Hustiga and Justin Boehner. The Dutch goalkeeper, just as Providel did in the first half, to keep out Vitinha, spread itself. I heard the angle. Just checking him have a foul. Just checking it was a ball liner. Genoa thought they could take the goal kick. But look at Ilsedi in conversation once again tonight with Jackal Cabrone. And another off-field review. This is astonishing. 3 times he's been called over to the monitor. He's already awarded 2 penalties. Are we about to see a third of the night? Well, he catches the arm of Hustiga. That freeze frame. Goalkeeper doesn't get there. This is actually a correct decision. The technology is excellent. They used correctly. Not sure it was employed properly. That's his first penalty, but that is clear evidence that Hustiga stopped Ratko from getting the ball with his left arm. Doesn't matter. The striker had missed it. Does he get a shove? Some Ratko, I don't think he does. Plus, a bunch of penalties that had to be awarded here. And Hustiga making himself bigger than Esdan. Vitinha stretch. No free seen enough. That's your belief. All he is, and eyes of the referee. Asking the players to keep their distance. No. Sen vet du ifrån. Numero 5. Veterano Colter Manone. A third had ball in the pops of the night. The third penalty of the crazy kid of football in the capital. Daniele Di Rossi company bid. I don't know. He scored an anytime equalizer here from the penalty spot against Torino. It's in a 3-3 draw, and he was wearing the upper. He's captain tonight. This is an anytime penalty. For them, Tataldi not going out, I think, his Cormick tried to mess up the penalty spot. Still learned something from Stradin Padlinic of Mina, who did that against Genoa. It's a bit they went. Statue missed one, so clearly it's a sore subject that I could be on here. See how these things even themselves up. This only adds further pressure to Cataldi. There's a MatchDay 6. And Cataldi scored in the 13th. Hiding me. Fisher is Ken Justin Taylor keep out the penalty. Cataldi to win the match. It does. Not the boys who'd ordinarily expect, but a 99th minute penalty winner. Lazio will get maximum points. And those that I need to see have enjoyed a third game of football. No repeat for Genoa. I'll say a 3-2 win. Hugo Bologna tonight. It's they that have seen it at its side. Would he go? Gets out the kit too cool. Despite all of the mind games, despite all of the pressures and the opposition, made a death ride, but Cataldi stayed cool. And it's a lovely penalty, bit off the post. Just like against Torino, Cataldi makes the most of the opportunity for 12 yards. And surely there is no time now for Genoa to respond. Lodi goes to Beno. Very bouncy to Mazzini. Don't play it too bad. Vivo Tavares blowed it down and smashed it clear. He lost his footing. And the ball. Vasquez. Telebishiro to Racco. Well done. Ellison has to go forwards of Genoa, and it does. Ostigar is up there. Ashic wins the header. Cataldi away. There's the full-time whistle, though. And sound ball. There was some cheers. They thought it was over. It might be now. Lazio, despite a big stare, eventually get the win against Denossi and Genoa. They led 2-0. They spotted that advantage. They needed one of the latest penalties of the season to win the game. Danilo Cataldi, the skipper, securing all 3 points. It was a match that it's alive for the second half. 3 penalties at both ends. After Genoa fought back so bravely, eventually defeated by Cataldi. Deep bit to add it on. You didn't see it. Benedetti, StadioOlimpico, Lazio 3, Genoa 2.